Hey guys, this is Silas00789 here, and welcome back to another video, where today I am going to be talking about some beginner tips, something that'll help you. And even if you're not a beginner, this video might help you anyway. Some of the tips might help you, like if you've been playing for a while and you know what you're doing, this might also help a little bit if you just want some tips. So, I also wanted to start out by saying, hey, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications, because if you don't have the notifications on, you're not going to know when I live stream. I'm sorry, you're not going to know when I'm live streaming. Like, basically, you're subscribed to me, but that number doesn't matter, because if you're not being entertained, then I don't really want to make videos. I make videos to entertain people. So it would mean the world to me if you guys would just subscribe and turn on notifications. So what I was gonna say is this video can help beginners and non-beginners, but most of the tips are gonna be for beginners. So what I'm gonna start out with is maneuvering and keeping track of your surroundings. So you guys need to know what layout the map is, whatever map you're playing on. You're gonna need to know, are there a lot of walls I can jump on, and if not, is there a lot of flat ground, or are there a lot of ravines or open spaces that I can fall into and die? Now, if you have an open map, like what's that one map? Exoplanet isn't really open, but I'll use that for like a reference. You're gonna want to slide a lot. Like, there's a thing called slide jumping. It's where mid-slide you jump in the air and press circle, B, or control. And then you're gonna know you did it because, like, you're gonna lean, your gun's gonna lean, which doesn't do anything. It's literally, when your gun leans, it's just showing that you're crouched. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't actually lean around corners or anything. It still shoots the exact same place where your crosshair is, all that. Now, if you're in a place like Angel City, like in this gameplay video I was, you're gonna want to wall run a lot. Wall running is good for flanking your opponents. It's really good for just like moving quickly and getting above opponents and also getting behind opponents. You're gonna need to be able to have a higher sensitivity, but to start out you just want to put your sensitivity at 3 and then move up to whatever feels best for you. I use 6 and 7 most of the time because I bounce around games, and some of my games have lower sensitivity, so I usually move it down one notch to 6. If you're using mouse and keyboard, I really don't know. I've never played Titanfall on PC. But for console, you're going to want to set your sensitivity down to like 3 to start out, and then move it up if it's not comfortable for you. If it's comfortable at 3, that's fine. You need to know your surroundings, because if you don't know your surroundings, you're going to end up dying a lot. So make sure that you learn as much of the map as you can, including the parts that people don't go to as much, because you might need that. Like, you might need to go there and, like, heal or something. So, what was I gonna say? Now we're gonna move on to pilots and titans. Pilots, you're gonna want to try all of them. Don't just choose a pilot because it looks cool. You need to use a pilot because of their ability. Read their ability, all that. Don't just look at a pilot and say, wow, this is gonna make me look, what's it called? It's going to make me look menacing. This is going to make me look intimidating. People aren't going to want to fight me. Use a pilot that has a hitbox and a ability that suits you, not shoots you. I'm really tired, if you guys can't tell, and I haven't been having a very good day. So, if you're using a pilot, you can read their ability. Like, the stim pilot has pretty much 2 abilities. It can run fast and heal itself at the same time. When you use the stim, it runs insanely fast, like probably faster than a car, and it also heals itself a lot, like not all the way, but a lot, and gets you closer to fully healed. When you're using a character like phase shift, like I was in this video, phase shift actually helps you evade a lot of damage And that doesn't just include bullets, that includes melee, explosions, especially if you are doing a nuclear ejection in a closed space. What is flying around my room right now? Give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. They're like wasps that like to come in my room. I'm really not sure what was flying around, but it didn't look like a wasp. I just wanted to make sure, and I think I know what it is now. I'm pretty sure it was a moth. Now, what I was saying before, oh yeah, phase shift. It's going around again the second I start talking. Phase shift. It helps you evade nuclear ejections if you're in a small space like that. I don't know. Like that one map, it's like a really wide building map. Pretty sure it's just called Complex. I don't know. But you know what it is if you've seen it. But if you hit something and you fly down and your Titan's about to do a nuclear ejection, phase shift is good for evading that if you time it right. And also, if you're on the ground and there's an enemy Titan that's about to do a nuclear ejection right next to you and you need to get away faster, it also helps if there's a Titan running towards you and is about to step on you or Titan punch you. You need to phase shift to get under it, through it, past it in any way so you don't get stepped on. It's just a safer option. It's also better for playing fast-paced. Like, if you want to get up close to somebody and kill them as fast as possible, you phase shift towards them, get around them, or stand in the same place, trick them, make them think you're going to go around them, and then you got your quick kill there. Another good thing you can do with phase shift is, like, if you need to, sorry, I'm really not focused right now. If you need to go fast, like, across the map, like, if you're good at evading people on your own, and you need a little extra boost to get you, like, all the way there, you're gonna want to use the stim pilot, and also it helps when you're low on health, which is also what the phase shift helps with, but not as much. Excuse me, sorry. The cloak pilot is good for snipers. If you're a camping sniper, or if you just like to camp in general, you can use the cloak pilot. I'm about done with this thing. You can use the cloak pilot, and it'll make it easier to camp in different places without people being able to find you as easy. And it also helps for, like, escaping people, or when you get out of a Titan, for cloaking yourself so people don't shoot you. It's also, which is also a good thing that phase shift does. You eject, you press phase shift right away, you fly up in the air, nobody can shoot you, or you wait until you're up in the air, use phase shift, and you can fall down wherever you want, and people won't be able to see you as well, and they won't be able to shoot you even if they do know where you are, until you're in the actual dimension where this game takes place. When you're in the void, they will not be able to hit you. Now, what was I gonna say? The shield, I think it's active shield something. The shield pilot, the other big guy, it's good at helping your teammates. Like, if you have a group of teammates that are all pushing up, and you need them to be covered, there's no cover around, and you're on an open map, like, say, Exoplanet, or that one map that's pretty much just a giant field with, like, 2 buildings, you're gonna want to put that shield up in that field, and people are gonna try and jump over you, which is why it's better to, like, make sure you're watching. Like, you gotta know your surroundings, which also has to do with FOV, which is your field of view. If you go into the settings menu and your video, I'm pretty sure it's video, there's a FOV option. That means field of view. You move that up, the more you can see. Like, if you take it all the way up, it's not like it's gonna be a 360 camera. It just makes it so I usually put mine anywhere from 96 to 100. And just so I can see my surroundings, because I don't have very good eyesight. I do wear glasses, but they help, but it's better to have a higher FOV anyway. And it also makes you feel like you're moving a bit faster. It kind of, like, balances everything out. But you start out on 70, so you guys are definitely gonna want to move that up. Even if you're really good on 70, it takes, like, no time to get used to. Like, I thought, man, this is gonna take forever to get used to this field of view thing, and then, like, I changed it and I barely noticed a thing. I just realized that I could see a lot more. It was way easier. Like, I don't even think you'll have to get used to it. You'll just be like, oh wow, this is way better. With maneuverability, you're also going to want to double jump a lot. It makes... Sorry about that. I almost got a good view of that thing. I'm pretty sure it's a fly. You're going to want to double jump a lot. Double jumping makes it harder for people to hit you, obviously. It also makes you you're getting further up, higher above your opponent, and it's going to make it harder for them to look. They have to look up and shoot. You are already looking down while you're jumping, most likely. You're going to jump up, look down, and start shooting, which is also really good with an SMG. You're going to want to use an SMG, any type of SMG, honestly. I use the alternator a lot and the Volt. The alternator and the Volt are my two favorites, and I would have to rank the R97 before the car, because the R97 has a way faster fire rate. So what perks I usually have with it are Gun Runner, well, any SMG or any other gun, Gun Runner, and, well, any automatic gun. Now I can speak. Sorry, guys. Gun Runner and Extended Mag. Extended Mag because you can miss a few shots and have it not matter as much. And I use Gun Runner because with an SMG you don't even have to aim in. It'll usually just shoot where you're aiming, where your crosshair is, because there's the dot in the middle, obviously. And it's just kind of like really easy to shoot without that. Usually I just aim so I can slow down my sensitivity, or so I can see further away and get headshots, which is also another thing. You need to get headshots. They're really good for a game. It's kind of like Halo. If you don't get the headshots, you're not going to be able to get the kill. You're going to screw yourself over in the end if you don't get those headshots, because chances are the person you're going up against at least has some experience and is going to hit a lot of headshots. As many headshots as they can, at least. And you want to be able to hit your headshots more than them. And also hull shots, which is a Titan's hull, a Titan's face, basically their head area. They have red lines, unless you're using Scorch like I am and you have the ability that makes you immune to your own fire, which is really good for me because I'm always killing myself with my own things. It's like a ability that I have myself. I'm just really good at hurting myself, you know? You don't have any weak spots on your Titan if you have that ability equipped. Now, if you're going to be using a Titan like Tone, which is a really good beginner Titan, you're going to want to take advantage of your particle wall. Your particle wall is basically your main source of defense. You get a huge wall in front of you. It basically makes you Montane if he could shoot through his shield. If you've ever played Rainbow Six Siege, he basically has a giant riot shield that you can't hit him around. It basically makes you Montane, but you can shoot through it. And another thing with Tone, like you can see in that video, I guess I was shooting at a Ronin. Another thing with Tone is 3 shots on a robot from Reaper up to planes, up to flying jets on the enemy team. If you shoot them 3 times, it locks onto them, and then you can fire a salvo that will, like, try its best to hit them spot on. Now, another thing with that salvo, it's not going to hit around, like, particle walls or any physical wall. It's not going to hit. It's going to, like, basically it's going to make it so it's going to try and lock on. 1 second. Sorry, I needed a drink. It's going to make it so it's going to try and lock on, but it's not going to fully hit where you're trying to aim. As you can see, I got a 17 kill game there. 17 kills and like 5 Titan kills, which also matters. Like, go for minion kills too, because every point counts, okay? Every point to help your team counts. This game relies on how good each teammate is. You can have one bad teammate, which honestly nobody's bad. It's just your skill really helps. Like, you can have one teammate that isn't doing as good. I don't like using the term bad in video games. Like, if you're new to the game, it's okay to not get as many kills as everybody else. But if you can't get pilot kills, Go for minion kills. Look for minions. Go for the minion kills, because every kill you get, every point you get, counts for your team. Don't go for ships. Unless it's the last ship, which really doesn't matter anyway for points. Don't go for shooting ships, because I've tried. I wanted to see if they gave you like 10 points like Titans. I realized that they don't, because they don't attack anything. Ships don't matter. They don't give you anything other than like XP. Which you're not here to get XP. You're here to win the game. Which you're only there to get XP when you're really good. Like when you're really good, you have a lot of wins under your belt, you have experience, you know how to play the game. You need points to get your XP, to get better. You're gonna want to go for grunts. Now that doesn't mean if you're fighting a grunt and you have a pilot shooting at you, you're just gonna go for the grunt. That means that if there's no pilots around, you have a group of grunts, don't just run past them. Make sure you take out as many as you can until you're ready to move on and start fighting the pilots or anything else like Reapers, Stalkers, Spectres. Like, look at right here. Like, I didn't just jump on. Like, I could have easily just ran past that grunt and left it alone. I shot the grunt because I knew they were coming, and every point counts. Like I said, like I can't tell. Are we? We're winning. 150, 138. Sorry, that took me a minute. I had to look over. I had to zoom in with my eyes. 150 to 130. We're winning. So I am trying to make sure that I don't skimp. Which, if you skimp on kills, like if you let grunts run past you, you're not keeping up with your points. You're not keeping up with the enemy team. You need to make sure that you're getting points as often as possible. Like, I passed up that pilot there because they were low enough that the teammate that was next to me could kill them. I'm not sure if they did. I'm pretty sure they did. But I skipped on them so I could get in my Titan and get more kills. Like, as you can see, I just killed that other guy with the thermite launcher. There's two guys running over there I didn't quite get because I'm not that skilled with the thermite launcher to hit a flying pilot. You see, like, right here, I did this. This is like a force of habit. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I would just recommend letting them get your battery, shoot them, jump out, take the battery back. But I didn't really care at that point. I was just going for kills this game, going for points. Basically to make myself look good in front of you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was going for the points. And I didn't want that guy to get my battery, because usually when people go for batteries, they're either trying to heal a teammate that is low on health on their Titan, or they're trying to get their shield. They're trying to get their shield for their Titan when it lands. Like, this guy probably wasn't, because I didn't see any Titans land around. But there might have. You guys might have spotted one, but I wasn't really looking for that when I was playing the game. I just wanted to get that kill. But you see here, I was going for those grunts, and I got killed by a pilot behind me. Make sure you're always vigilant, which was a big key decision there. I decided to go for the grunts instead of looking behind me because I thought the grunt was shooting me. And then, and then I realized it was an actual player with the R201. Sorry, guys. I'm really not in it tonight, alright? Just, like, give me subscribers, alright? It'll make me feel better. It'll cure my whatever I'm on. But what happened there was I wasn't being vigilant, I wasn't paying attention, I was only going for those points that the grunts had, which isn't a bad thing, but I only got 2 grunt kills, I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3, which means that that guy that killed me got more points for his team than I was getting for my team. I was keeping up with the points, but I wasn't pushing to get more points. Like right now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought we were losing. No. I couldn't tell. I had to look up again. Right now, it's 319 to like 300. Which is okay, but you're gonna want to be further up than that. Like you see here, I was going up. I was like seeing a lot of different things. I couldn't hit Titan. Like I can't just fight up against, go up against a Titan. Right there was a maneuverability thing. Like I got killed by the grunt in the end, which I don't think that when a grunt kills you, it's gonna give them the points. I don't think it gives that team the points if a grunt kills me, like finishes me. But what did happen was I slid. Like you guys could see, I slid along the ground so that person couldn't hit me in the head. because I was sure there that I was going to get killed, but it turns out I was wrong. I actually ended up getting the kill in the end. And I also got killed by the grunt, but the grunt doesn't really matter. If you can get 1 point compared to 5 points, what are you going to go for? 5 points, obviously. Like, I know this is like a little kid reference, but if you could get 2 ice cream cones or 1 ice cream cone for the same amount of money, what would you get? You know, like, you would want the 2 ice cream cones because, like, you can either give the second one to somebody or you can eat it yourself, you greedy monkey. I'm just joking, though. Like, yeah, that joke went for way too long. What I was saying is you want more points, so you're gonna go for more points. And also, you're going to want to evade the gunshots. Like, if you kill somebody at the same time you kill them in the gaming world, you know that as trading. You trade a kill. You get a kill for a death, you know? If you trade, you're getting the same amount of points on each team. Now, this also goes for another thing. If you get mad at your teammate for taking your kill or for helping you get a kill and ending up actually finishing the kill, like right there you saw I got a pilot assist, you're going to get the same amount of XP and your team is going to get the same amount of points. Your points themselves don't matter as much. When you get a pilot assist, you get the same amount of XP as if you killed the pilot, which is honestly being quite generous. Now, if your teammate takes that kill, don't get mad at them. If you get mad at your teammate for that, you're doing it wrong. You need to be happy that you got the points and that you got the XP in general, because the game could have just taken out the assist XP and it could have just gone by not points, but by like individual pilot kills, which honestly either way would not matter, sorry. But I'm gonna move on from this point. You guys know what I mean by now. Like you saw right there, like I just boosted out. Thank you. Now I know that that's a fly. It just stopped on my blind. I know, I'm all around here. If you're in your Titan bubble, and there are a bunch of Titans around you, and you're not sure how many, take a quick look around. Like, utilize your abilities and your surroundings. Look at everything. Make sure that you have another option, because like if you just boost out, chances are you're gonna get killed by those like 5 Titans. You should look for the lowest health Titan and go for that one first, because then at least you're getting that 10 points or 15 points if you kill the pilot inside. It's okay. It's okay if you die, but you still get that kill. Well, if your Titan dies and you still get that pilot kill. Like, look, you gotta utilize what's around you. You gotta see how you can escape easiest, or how many teammates are around you, and use that bubble for as long as you have it, because when it's gone, you don't get that bubble back. You just have whatever shield you have, unless you're using Monarch, because obviously Monarch doesn't have a shield. You guys know that. I know that. Sorry. Use that bubble shield. Use that, because that protects all around you. It gives you a chance to look around. It gives you a chance to utilize what's going on. And that also goes for when you eject. When you eject, don't just like frantically double jump and crouch up and down. Look around. Like, if you're getting shot at, yes, make sure you don't get killed. But if there's nobody shooting at you, take your time. Look around. See where people are. See if you can kill people. See if you can get more points for your team. See where the most people are, see where the least people are, and go with your gut. See which, like, you think you can kill. Like, if you think you can kill a group of 3 players, you're probably right. Like, if you've done it before, if you know what you're doing, if you played the game a lot, or if you haven't played the game, you just know that they're focused on something else, you can probably flank behind them, get that kill. Right here, you can see that I wasn't utilizing my surroundings. Well, I wasn't taking in my surroundings because I was getting shot at. That's a mistake I made. What happened there was I didn't kill myself with my nuclear ejection. Someone else's nuclear ejection killed me, which was 2 mistakes. I didn't look up to see where I was ejecting, so I didn't know I was going to hit that on top of me and fall back down. Sorry, I'm talking way too fast for myself. I didn't know I was going to hit that and fall back down, and I didn't know that the person next to me was doing a nuclear ejection because I didn't look around. So I didn't time it right. I could have started my phase shift when my Titan was about to explode, and then when the other Titan had exploded, it would have been over and done with. I might have taken a little bit of damage, but it's all fine in the end. What happened, though, was the other Titan blew up, and I lost. Now, hopefully you guys have gotten something from what I've said today. That's all that I'm going to say, and please subscribe. This isn't a guilt trip. I've just really not had a great night. It would be awesome if you guys would just subscribe, turn on notifications, watch my videos. I like to entertain you guys. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't be doing this right now, because I already messed up an entire recording and I had to do it again. This is why I'm doing this. That's so you guys can get better at the game. And also so you guys can get entertained. That's why I put the recording in the background, to show you guys what I've been doing, and what I've been up to, what I've been trying, new things. I've been trying that bounce jump thing I was telling you about. You can tell in this video a little bit. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.